Okay, Owen Jones. Yes, I know. He's annoying, obnoxious, sanctimonious. He's a disingenuous, fundamentally dishonest clown, but not a funny one. I liken him to a modern-day William Joyce, or as he was better known, Lord Haw-Haw, who sat in Berlin broadcasting Nazi lies and propaganda to the Allies in World War II. For 20 months now, Jones has been peddling Hamas lies and propaganda, making spurious claims against Israel and inciting Jew hatred. Of course, not all Jews, just the Zionists. But around 90% of Jews believe in Israel's right to exist to one degree or another and are therefore Zionists. Okay, Jones only incites against 90% of Jews. Not the good Jews, of course. You know, the ones who think like he does. Anyway, yesterday, Owen Jones went on UK TV to make a fool of himself yet again. And he does it with such aplomb. And once again, he spewed his bile. Israel is a nuclear-armed, genocidal rogue state which has 1. Wiped Gaza from the face of the earth. 2. Committed a massive pogrom against Palestinians on the West Bank. 3. Devastated Lebanon. 4. Invaded Syria. And 5. Launched a war of aggression against Iran, which Jones claims was unprovoked. Now that's quite a list, but I thought I should provide some context and maybe some facts to our modern-day Haw-Haw and his eager audience. You see, October 7th set off a chain reaction. The greatest, most brutal slaughter of Jews since the Holocaust by Hamas, which is financed, armed and trained by Iran, led Israel to fight a war of necessity and indeed of survival in Gaza. Now Gaza has suffered terribly. There's no argument there. But this is no genocide. This is a brutal war. Gaza has not been wiped from the face of the earth. Had that been Israel's intent, the war would have been over within a week. During the war, Hamas desperately tried to encourage similar attacks from the West Bank. And with arms supplied by Iran, multiple attacks were planned and attempted by various groups. And fighting a war on multiple fronts, Israel decided it had to go in hard and deal with the threat and defend its citizens. That's not a pogrom, that's part of a war. Then we have Hezbollah, which again is financed, armed and trained by Iran. Hezbollah fired thousands of rockets at Israel from Lebanon, killing Israeli civilians, Jews, Arabs, Druze and foreign workers, and it drove tens of thousands from their homes. After multiple warnings, which were ignored, Israel responded with devastating effect. Hezbollah, that had been holding Lebanon hostage for years on behalf of Iran, was soundly defeated. This then led to the fall of the pro-Iranian Assad regime in Syria. But the new rulers are all ex-Al-Qaeda and ISIS radicals. Currently they're slaughtering Alawite and Druze minorities and instigating Sharia law. Israel made a preemptive move to defend its borders and ensure that radical Islamists could not access the Assad regime's armory, which included ballistic missiles and chemical weapons. Now that's a service to the world, and you're welcome. Lastly, Iran. It fired the greatest barrage of ballistic missiles in history against Israel. Its agents were caught in London planning an attack on the Israeli embassy. Iran is intent on acquiring nuclear weapons to destroy Israel. Not only was this military action provoked, it's 100% legitimate and 100% necessary. So to be clear, just in case there were any misunderstandings, on October 7th, Iranian proxy Hamas attacked Israel with genocidal intent, followed by Iranian proxy Hezbollah firing thousands of rockets at Israel, joined by Iranian proxy the Houthis in Yemen firing ballistic missiles at Israel, followed by pro-Iranian militias in Iraq and Syria firing missiles and drones at Israel, and of course Iran's own direct ballistic missile and drone attack. Now all of this has led to a final reckoning for the Iranian regime and its nuclear aspirations. Unprovoked. That is as moronic a claim as it is fraudulent. Across the globe and especially in the region, people and governments are jubilant and grateful that Israel is prepared to do their dirty work and neutralise what is by far the greatest threat to world peace and stability. And you're welcome. You see, facts matter. Yet Owen Jones has appointed himself as chief propagandist for Hamas. He's a charlatan and a false friend of the Palestinians as he provides succour to those who brutalise, exploit and sacrifice ordinary Gazans. And now, apparently, he's a friend of the oppressive Islamic regime in Iran, both of which would gladly throw him off the nearest highest building.